One of the biggest things that I have been personally waiting for as an XRP holder, especially when we look at institutional DeFi and tokenization as a whole, has been the multi-purpose token amendment on the XRP Ledger. And if you guys don't know about this, it's okay. In this video, we're going to be going over it and why this is so important for the XRP Ledger and for XRP. So if you do hold XRP, I just want to say you should probably stick around until the end of this video because it is going to be a very big deal. So with that being said, welcome to the channel, everyone. My name is Nick. For those that are new to the channel, hopefully by the end of this video, you do become a subscriber. And also, if you're not in the free Discord, what are you waiting for? We're almost at 10,000 members. It is the perfect time to join up. And it's the first link down in the description below. Like I said, it's one of the best free crypto communities out there on Discord. So join up. You won't regret it. So here we have from Ripple X Dev. Multi-purpose token on the XRP Ledger has been successfully audited by SoftStack HQ with 0 critical issues found. This marks an important step in ensuring robust security. The XRP Ledger's multi-purpose token standard enables efficient tokenization and supports diverse digital assets on a secure blockchain platform. Now, like I said, a lot of people actually don't know what this multi-purpose token is. Basically, this is a standard for tokenization for even institutional DeFi services as well. Over here, we have from vet_x0. These were all the amendments that I was personally looking forward to seeing on the XRP Ledger. This goes back to November 14th, by the way. And this is all upcoming XRP Ledger amendments. Number 1 is the multi-purpose tokens. This is a new token standard for RWA tokenization combined with the AMM clawback, which, by the way, if you go to Stellar, a lot of people actually don't know this. A lot of people have been asking me, like, why is Stellar, fully adopted by Franklin Templeton around tokenization, and why do they already have a massive amount on RWA.xyz, but there's not, much tokenized assets on the XRP Ledger? Well, it is because of a lot of these amendments. For an example, the clawback amendment is something that Stellar had built in. And the clawback, a lot of people thought that this was a negative thing for the XRP Ledger to actually have, but Stellar having that was a big deal for Franklin Templeton, which is a financial institution. And the reason why it was big for them is because of regulations. In fact, it's a mandated regulatory thing that they have to follow to actually have a clawback in place. So this is another big amendment, but the multi-purpose token one is one that I have been fully focused on and waiting for. And again, I'm going to go over why in a second, but this is allowing tokens with clawback like RLUSD, for an example, to be used in the AMM, which is going to be a big deal. Credentials extends the deposit authorization feature in compliance First Amendment. NF token mint offer combines minting and offer creation of NFTs in one step. Aside from very important fixed amendments and non-splashy improvements, the list is packed. And yes, listen, there's a ton of great amendments that are still in place on the XRP Ledger, just waiting pre-release. But the multi-purpose token one seems to be getting very close to launch. And the reason why this is important, well, let's dive on into a few things. Number 1, this goes back to September 1st. This is with Jazzy Cooper, the head of DeFi product at Ripple, James DeBeatty at Interop Labs at Axelar, and then also Rudy, this is Multi-Chain Nation, and this is must watch Ripple launching multi-purpose tokens on the XRP Ledger in Q3 of 2024. That never actually got realized in. It's basically, Q4 now, and they're just starting to get this launched. I do think that we will probably see this officially go live in Q1 of 2025. The XRP Ledger developer community is introducing institutional-grade real-world asset tokenization. The multi-purpose token will introduce a new level of functionality for tokenized assets on the XRP Ledger. Key capabilities of MPT on the XRP Ledger: access to on-chain real-time data, flexibility to adapt as needed automatically, freezing clawbacks and non-transferable tokens. And then, of course, the key use cases coming to the XRP Ledger: treasury bonds, airline credits, art and collectibles, university certificates as well. But check out this video clip. This is with, of course, like I said, Jazzy Cooper from Ripple.
Potential advancements in XRP Ledger technology to better support real-world assets. So one example is, a token type made specifically for RWA called multi-purpose tokens that allows for storage of metadata directly with the asset. There's a few other advantages in terms of scalability, flexibility as well, but we're really trying to increase the suitability for the XRP ledger for this use case, to really lower the barrier to entry for these institutions.
And that's exactly what all of these amendments are doing. They're lowering the barriers to, adoption from the institutional side of things, right? There's a lot of obstacles in the way from full on mass institutional adoption. And a lot of people are not aware of this. They're like, if this technology is so disruptive, if this technology is so revolutionary, why aren't these institutions already adopting it? Why aren't they utilizing it at scale? Well, first off, we look at regulations. That's like the number one thing, right? That's a huge obstacle, big deal. But also, there's still things that have yet to be incorporated on these ledgers, like a lot of these amendments that are coming to the XRP ledger that have been a big thing keeping the institutions out. I bring up I go back to the whole idea of the clawback amendment because that's something that Franklin Templeton themselves said, hey, we needed this to be in place in order for us to actually even adopt one of these public blockchains. So that's a big thing. But on top of this, if we go over here to David Schwartz, and this goes back again to around May 30th of 2024, this is how long we have been waiting for this multi-purpose token standard. We have Ripple and institutional DeFi on the XRP Ledger. David Schwartz highlights the new XRP Ledger strategies at Consensus 2024, oracles, and multi-purpose tokens. Now, I'm not going to read this because this is basically in the video. Check it out. It's about 1 minute and 25 seconds long.
Any other new developments that you spoke about here at Consensus, or anything that we need to know about?
Well, we've announced a couple of other strategies for the XRP Ledger. One of them is oracles, which are another example. Like the oracles themselves tend to be regulated institutions. Some of them are DeFi projects, but they enable DeFi applications that are sort of jurisdictionless, like collateralized lending. You can't do collateralized lending if you don't know the value of the collateral. We've also started to talk about a proposal for what we call multi-purpose tokens, which are so the XRP Ledger has fungible tokens that are great for things like stablecoins, and it has non-fungible tokens that are great for things like collectibles. But there's sort of like an in-between for things like carbon credits, where they're sort of fungible and like one carbon credit is a lot like another. So you probably don't want like NFTs for them, but they're not really fungible because they're issued like against different projects that may have different regimes, and so you have like lots and lots of assets. Concert tickets are another thing. They're sort of fungible, but they're sort of not, because seats are different, and you don't want 0.997 of a concert ticket. Like, do we let you in, or what if we have 100 people that each have 99% of a concert ticket? Like, what do we do? And so these multi-purpose tokens can have regulatory compliance information attached to the token, but they can also have properties that are between non-fungible tokens and fungible tokens that allow you to address these other use cases without kind of bashing a square peg into a round hole.
And what he just said there is so crucial, right? You could have regulatory compliance information attached to the tokens. This is what's going to bring the institutions on chain. This is exactly what we need on the XRP Ledger in order to have the XRP Ledger adopt it at scale from the institutional perspective, right? And I do think that this is exactly what we are going to witness once all of this is in place. And the reason why I say that is because, and I don't have to play this video clip, it's 1 minute and 8 seconds long, but this is the big picture for the institutional DeFi landscape. Here we actually have, and it's titled Bringing Institutional Grade DeFi to the XRP Ledger. We could see the full breakdown of everything that is needed in order to have this realized in. Number one on the bottom is the multi-purpose tokens. That's a big one. And it even says customize a version of the XRP Ledger to the needs of a specific use case and business while remaining interoperable. Of course, you have the other things like oracles, you have the EVM sidechain, the decentralized identity, the lending protocol, and then the AMM. And yeah, all of these things are great, but the multi-purpose token proposal is the biggest one out of all of these that I have been personally waiting for. And now that this is happening, I do think that a lot of these tokenization use cases that we have been hearing about for a little bit of time now are going to be realized in. For example, if we go over here, we have private equity firm Aurum launches a $1 billion equity and debt tokenized fund on the XRP Ledger network with Zonix. Now, this was on October 22nd. We actually have yet to see this hit the XRP Ledger. Even over here from Marcus Infidor, he did say tokenized money market funds from State Street, LGIM, and Fidelity International on the XRP Ledger through Archix are also happening. financial assets will live on chain, period. But this was back in November 21st, actually. We have yet to see this hit the market as well. And of course, we have tokenized gold from Meld Gold, and there's a few other ones, right? Even over here from Vet. Okay, and I bring up Vet a lot because this is a validator on the XRP Ledger. This is somebody who actually knows a lot from the developer side of things. He said, and this is actually quoting the announcement back in July with Open Eden Labs, bringing that tokenized US Treasury T-bills to the XRP Ledger. This was a big one. This was with $10 million allocated. And we have T-bills coming to the XRP Ledger tokenized and then ready for DeFi. Ripple creating a fund to have tokenized T-bills starting with $10 million investment in T-bill tokens of Open Eden Labs. Now, we have looking forward when those hit the public XRP Ledger, probably after MPT amendment is out. And yes, this is not the only individual that thinks this. If we go over here, talking more so about that Aurum, right, that Aurum announcement, fantastic news. Not the first in this spectrum and certainly not the last, but some expectation management. In order for those assets to have a real impact on the XRP Ledger and also XRP via the DEX, we probably first need MPTs, multi-purpose tokens, enacted on the XRP Ledger. And yes, if we think about what's happening here, okay, we need a lot of things in place before these really hit the public ledger. The number one thing that I'm looking at to start this is the MPT token standard. On top of this, 2025 is looking very, very good for regulations. If we think about all of these amendments that have been happening around the XRP Ledger in the last 12 months, combined with the pro-crypto admin bringing potentially regulations to this space in the US, Ripple just launched the RLUSD stablecoin. It feels as though the ground for XRP, the XRPL, and with Ripple focusing on regulatory, compliance and, just making sure that they're adhering to, regulatory checks with the RLUSD stablecoin, combined with the fact that they want to go after the institutional DeFi space with the XRP Ledger, I feel like the ground is extremely ripe for mass institutional adoption of the XRP Ledger. And this is going to happen all through tokenization, all through, institutional DeFi initiatives with tokenization in mind, because you got to remember, these are financial assets that are coming on chain. Financial assets are not just going to sit there on the XRP Ledger. They are going to be traded 24/7, 365. Okay. And on top of the trading, you're going to have people borrowing yield. They want to borrow against these tokenized assets. They want to make sure that they are, generating passive income as well off of these tokenized assets. So this is going to open up a completely different world of financial services and opportunities. And I do think that everyone should pay attention to these amendments. I know that this is not, a fun thing to focus on if you are just, holding XRP and you want the price to go up, but this is exactly how we get to that point. This is how we get to those much higher prices of XRP. It's through the mass institutional adoption of the XRP Ledger through tokenization and DeFi services. So with that being said, I hope that you guys enjoyed this video. If you guys definitely leave a like, subscribe, to notifications on because more free content. You guys are more than welcome to follow me on Twitter and join the free Discord down in the description below. And with that being said, guys, this has been Nick. Thanks for watching. Peace out.